to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Touchdown, UConn! The defense with the scoop and score.
UConn, number 91, with the defensive score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Carolina, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him the back.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
This UConn offense really has it going. Using his legs, it's Peace. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Wide out in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires and picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UConn offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taker, but couldn't reel it in. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's got it.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Huskies will keep this drive going.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Leaves it with the running back. And he could not get loose on the run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
North Carolina.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's McDonald. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. UConn going back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Going for it all. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UNC!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
North Carolina, 21.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready. If you're a quarterback, then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. They'll try to snap it quickly. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
Running it back, it's Hamilton. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Scanning the field, it's McDonald. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
3rd down coming up.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just
finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and let him do his thing.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Porter. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle. It's Peace. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. UConn quick to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, North Carolina! And here they come, almost all the way back. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, North Carolina, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Peace. On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll throw it on first down. Complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. To the air, it's McDonald. Makes the catch. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes through. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
UConn going back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Huskies are rolling down the field. To throw, it's McDonald. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. Quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over.
Touchdown, UNC! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. The UConn offense goes back to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball.
Going up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Carolina, 42.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Using the quick game, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Got his man downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's McDonald. He's going to let it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
4th down coming up.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.